Aging is full of surprises. Some are wonderful, like the wisdom and perspective that come with experience, but others, not so much. There are certain changes that sneak up on you, things you never thought would happen. You might wake up one day and realize you've started forgetting names, or that tasks that were once effortless now leave you feeling exhausted. Maybe you found yourself feeling more sensitive to cold, or that your social circle has slowly shrunk without you even realizing it. These are the parts of aging that no one really warns you about. We talk about wrinkles, retirement, and the joys of grandchildren, but we don't talk enough about the frustrating, awkward, or even embarrassing aspects of growing older. The truth is, aging comes with unspoken challenges, not just physical changes, but emotional and mental ones too. Meet Alina. At 67, she's always been independent, active, and full of life. A few years ago, she never gave much thought to aging. She had energy, a sharp mind, and a full social calendar. But lately, things have been different. She's finding herself forgetting names, struggling with random aches and pains, and feeling exhausted after the simplest tasks. When she looks in the mirror, she sees the same person she's always been, but she's starting to feel different. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe she was just having an off day. Maybe she just needed to get more sleep or eat better. But then she started noticing more changes. Her hearing wasn't as sharp, her body felt stiffer, and she even found herself feeling lonely in ways she hadn't before. And the most frustrating part, no one had warned her about any of this. And if you're experiencing something similar, you're not alone. Aging is a journey, and while it comes with unexpected difficulties, it also comes with the opportunity to adapt, grow, and learn new ways to take care of yourself. The key is recognizing these changes early, understanding what's happening, and making small but meaningful adjustments to maintain your quality of life. In today's video, we're going to talk about 12 unpleasant things seniors tend to do as they age, things that might catch you off guard. More importantly, we're going to discuss real practical solutions to help you manage these changes and navigate aging with grace. Whether you've already experienced some of these struggles or are just beginning to notice them, this conversation will help you feel more in control of your aging journey. So, if you've ever found yourself wondering, why do I feel like this? Stick with me. You're not alone, and there are ways to make aging easier, healthier, and even more enjoyable. Let's dive into the 12 unexpected habits and challenges that come with aging and how to handle them. 1. Forgetting names and important details, 400 words. Elena had always been sharp. She prided herself on remembering the little things, birthdays, conversations from years ago, even the names of people she met only once. But recently, she's noticed something frustrating. She ran into an old neighbor at the grocery store, someone she's talked to dozens of times, yet when it came time to greet them, her mind went blank. She stood there awkwardly, searching for a name that simply wouldn't come. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Forgetting names and small details is one of the most common and frustrating changes that come with aging. It's easy to brush off at first, blaming it on a lack of focus or a busy mind, but over time, these small lapses can start to feel alarming. You might find yourself walking into a room and forgetting why, misplacing things more often, or struggling to recall words that used to come easily. The good news? This is normal. Memory naturally changes as we age. The brain, much like the rest of the body, slows down in certain areas, making it harder to retrieve information quickly. But forgetfulness doesn't mean cognitive decline. It just means the brain needs a little extra help to stay sharp. So what can you do? Start by writing things down. Keep a small notebook or use the Notes app on your phone to jot down names, reminders, and important details. Before heading to social gatherings, glance over your notes to refresh your memory. Another trick is to use association techniques. Link a person's name to something memorable about them. If you meet a Linda who loves gardening, picture her surrounded by flowers. Small mental cues like this can make recall much easier. It's also important to exercise your brain just like you would your body. Crossword puzzles, word games, reading, and even learning a new hobby can help strengthen your memory. Regular social interaction is another powerful tool. Engaging in conversations forces the brain to stay active and sharp. And if you do forget something, don't stress. Most people are understanding, and a simple, "I'm so sorry, I'm drawing a blank on your name, remind me," is perfectly fine. The more pressure you put on yourself to remember, the harder it can be. Memory lapses may be frustrating, but they don't define you. With the right strategies, you can stay sharp, engaged, and confident, no matter your age. 2. Dealing with sudden exhaustion, 400 words. Elena never thought she would have to worry about running out of energy so quickly. She used to spend her mornings tidying the house, running errands, and then meeting friends for lunch. But lately, things feel different. Simple tasks that were once effortless now leave her feeling drained. She gets tired faster, even after a full night's sleep. Cooking dinner feels like an event that requires recovery, and sometimes just getting up from the couch makes her sigh from sheer fatigue. This sudden exhaustion is one of the most frustrating and unexpected parts of aging. It's not just about feeling a little tired. It's the kind of exhaustion that sneaks up on you, making even basic activities feel overwhelming. And no one warns you that this can happen, that your body's energy reserves aren't what they used to be. Why does this happen? A combination of factors is at play. Metabolism slows down with age, meaning the body takes longer to convert food into usable energy. Muscle mass decreases, making movements require more effort. Sleep patterns also change, and even when seniors sleep a full 8 hours, they may wake up feeling less refreshed than before. Dehydration, poor diet, or even small vitamin deficiencies like low B12 or iron can make fatigue even worse. So what can be done? First, listen to your body. Instead of trying to power through exhaustion, take breaks throughout the day. Pace your activities, spreading them out rather than tackling everything at once. If you feel tired in the afternoon, allow yourself to rest. Even a short 20-minute nap can make a big difference. Diet also plays a huge role. Avoid heavy processed meals that leave you sluggish. Instead, opt for nutrient-dense foods like lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables that provide long-lasting energy. Staying hydrated is equally important. Even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, so drinking enough water throughout the day can prevent unnecessary tiredness. If exhaustion is persistent and doesn't improve with rest, it's worth checking in with a doctor. Sometimes underlying conditions like anemia, thyroid imbalances, or sleep apnea can contribute to chronic fatigue. Aging may come with unexpected energy dips, but that doesn't mean you have to feel powerless. By making small lifestyle adjustments, you can regain control over your energy levels and keep doing the things you love at your own pace. Three, unexpected weight gain despite the same diet, 400 words. Elaine always thought that as long as she maintained her usual diet, her weight would stay the same. But recently, she's noticed a change. Even though she's eating the same foods and the same portions, the number on the scale keeps creeping up. Her clothes feel tighter, and she's noticing more weight around her midsection, an area that had never been an issue before. This is one of the most frustrating aspects of aging. You're doing everything the same, yet your body is reacting differently. And what no one tells you is that this isn't just about willpower or diet. It's about biology. As we age, metabolism naturally slows down. The body doesn't burn calories as efficiently as it once did, meaning that the same meals you've always eaten now have a greater impact. Additionally, muscle mass decreases, and since muscles burn more calories than fat, this leads to a lower resting metabolism. Hormonal changes also play a role, especially for women after menopause, when a drop in estrogen can lead to weight gain, particularly in the belly area. So, how can you manage this change? The key is adapting to your body's new needs. First, portion sizes may need to be slightly adjusted. Instead of eating the same large meals, try smaller, more frequent meals that provide steady energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Protein intake is crucial as it helps maintain muscle mass and keeps metabolism active. Incorporating lean proteins like fish, chicken, beans, and nuts can make a big difference. Exercise is another essential component. While intense workouts may not be feasible for everyone, even low-impact activities like walking, resistance training, or light strength exercises can help preserve muscle and keep metabolism engaged. Strength training is especially effective in reversing muscle loss and preventing unnecessary weight gain. It's also important to stay mindful of processed foods, sugars, and empty calories. What worked in your 30s and 40s may no longer be ideal in your 60s and beyond. Focusing on whole, natural foods will help you feel better, maintain your weight, and keep your energy levels stable. The key takeaway: weight gain with age is normal, but it isn't inevitable. By making a few simple, mindful adjustments, you can stay in control of your health and feel your best at any stage of life. 4. Increase sensitivity to temperature, 400 words. Elena never used to think much about temperature. She could walk outside on a chilly morning without a second thought or sit comfortably in an air-conditioned room without reaching for a sweater. But lately, her body doesn't regulate temperature the way it used to. She finds herself shivering even when others feel fine and needing extra layers indoors. In the summer, the opposite happens. Heat waves leave her feeling drained and uncomfortable much faster than before. This is a common yet rarely discussed aspect of aging, the body's ability to regulate temperature changes over time, largely due to a decrease in circulation, thinner skin, and metabolic shifts. The fat layer beneath the skin, which helps insulate the body, becomes thinner with age, making seniors more vulnerable to the cold. On the flip side, the body's ability to sweat and cool itself efficiently also diminishes, making heat harder to tolerate. So how can you manage these temperature sensitivities? Dressing in layers is one of the simplest solutions. Instead of relying on adjusting the thermostat constantly, wearing multiple light layers allows you to easily add or remove clothing as needed. Investing in warm socks, soft sweaters, and heated blankets can help keep you comfortable in colder months. For heat, staying hydrated is key, as dehydration can worsen heat sensitivity. Light, breathable fabrics, fans, and cool showers can also help regulate body temperature in warm weather. It's also important to monitor your home environment. Adjustments like using a humidifier in winter to prevent dry air from making you feel colder, or keeping curtains closed in summer to block excess heat can make a big difference. Most importantly, be mindful of extreme temperatures. Seniors are more vulnerable to both hypothermia and heat stroke, so avoiding prolonged exposure to harsh weather conditions is crucial. If you start feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or unusually cold or hot, don't ignore the signs. Your body is telling you something. Temperature sensitivity is a natural part of aging, but with the right adjustments, you can stay comfortable and safe year-round. 5. More frequent doctor visits, 400 words. Alina never used to think much about doctor's appointments. A quick checkup once a year was all she needed. But now, it feels like she's constantly scheduling another visit, whether for blood work, an eye exam, or just routine health monitoring. What used to be a minor part of her life has now become a regular event, and it's frustrating. This is an unavoidable reality of aging. As the body changes, more medical attention is needed to catch potential issues early. Blood pressure, cholesterol, bone density, and other key health markers require more frequent monitoring. Preventative care becomes a priority, and while this is a positive thing, it can also feel overwhelming. The key to managing these frequent appointments is organization. Keeping a health journal with records of past visits, medications, and upcoming tests can make things much easier. Using a calendar or setting phone reminders ensures no appointments are missed. If possible, scheduling multiple checkups on the same day can help minimize trips to the doctor's office. It's also important to shift your perspective. Rather than seeing frequent doctor visits as a nuisance, try to view them as a proactive approach to maintaining independence and quality of life. Many health issues that become serious later in life, such as heart disease or diabetes, can be managed or even prevented if caught early. If medical visits feel excessive, speak with your doctor about prioritizing the most important screenings and spreading out less urgent ones. Additionally, adopting a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, exercise, and stress management can reduce the need for medical intervention. While frequent doctor visits can feel inconvenient, they are a sign of taking control over your health. The more proactive you are now, the more likely you are to enjoy a longer, healthier, and more active life. 6. Trouble concentrating on books or TV, 400 words. Alina has always been an avid reader, but lately she's noticed that she struggles to focus for long periods. A book that once captured her attention now feels like a chore to get through. Even watching television has changed. She finds herself losing track of storylines or needing to rewind because she missed a key detail. This difficulty in concentration is common with aging. The brain's processing speed slows down, making it harder to focus for extended periods. Other factors such as poor sleep, medications, dehydration, or even stress can make it even worse. To help improve focus, break up activities into smaller sessions. Instead of trying to read for an hour, read for 10-15 minutes at a time. If watching TV, consider pausing between episodes to take a short break. This helps reset focus and reduce mental fatigue. Engaging in brain-boosting activities like puzzles, word games, or learning a new skill can also help improve concentration. Staying physically active promotes better blood flow to the brain, which can enhance mental clarity. Getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and eating brain-friendly foods like fish, nuts, and leafy greens can further support cognitive function. Most importantly, be patient with yourself. Losing focus doesn't mean losing intelligence. It simply means your brain processes information differently now. By making small adjustments, you can continue enjoying books, TV, and other hobbies without frustration. 7 H's and pains from simple movements, 400 words. Elena used to take simple movements for granted, but now bending down to tie her shoes or standing up after sitting for too long makes her groan in discomfort. Her joints feel stiff, her muscles ache, and even sleeping in the wrong position leaves her sore the next day. Aches and pains are one of the most common yet least discussed aspects of aging. Over time, cartilage wears down, muscles lose strength, and joints become less flexible. Arthritis, inflammation, and old injuries can make things worse. One of the best ways to manage this is staying active. While it may seem counterintuitive, movement reduces stiffness. Gentle activities like walking, stretching, swimming, or Tai Chi can help keep muscles and joints limber. Strength training, using light weights or resistance bands, helps maintain muscle mass, which supports the joints and reduces pain. Another key factor is hydration and diet. Drinking enough water helps keep joints lubricated, while anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, leafy greens, and omega-3 rich fish can ease discomfort. Additionally, using ergonomic furniture, supportive footwear, and applying heat or ice packs can help manage everyday aches. If pain becomes persistent, physical therapy or gentle pain management strategies can provide relief. Aging may bring more aches, but staying active and taking care of your body can keep you moving comfortably for years to come. 8. Declining vision and hearing, 400 words. Elena always had sharp eyesight and perfect hearing, but now reading small print is a struggle and conversations in crowded places are harder to follow. She often has to ask people to repeat themselves or turns up the TV louder than before. Vision and hearing loss are common parts of aging, yet many seniors avoid acknowledging them. The lenses in the eyes become less flexible, making it harder to focus on close objects, presbyopia. Hearing loss often starts gradually, affecting the ability to hear higher-pitched sounds first. The best way to manage these changes is to be proactive. Regular eye exams can detect vision problems early, and reading glasses or adjusting font sizes on devices can make everyday tasks easier. Hearing aids, subtitles, and avoiding excessive background noise can help improve hearing. Many seniors resist hearing aids, but ignoring hearing loss can lead to social withdrawal and cognitive decline. A simple device can improve quality of life and keep you engaged in conversations. Adapting to changes in vision and hearing isn't about losing independence, it's about enhancing daily life with the right tools. 9. Increased feelings of isolation, 400 words. Elena never imagined she would feel lonely. She has family, old friends, and a lifetime of relationships. Yet something feels different now. She notices that phone calls come less frequently, social outings seem harder to arrange, and quiet evenings alone have become the norm. Even when she's surrounded by people, she sometimes feels disconnected, like life is moving forward without her. This experience is incredibly common among seniors. As we age, social circles naturally shrink. Friends move away, family members get busy, and physical limitations make outings more difficult. Additionally, losing a spouse or close friends can create a deep sense of loneliness that's hard to shake. But isolation isn't just an emotional issue. It can also impact physical health. Studies show that chronic loneliness is linked to an increased risk of depression, cognitive decline, and even heart disease. Humans are social creatures, and meaningful connection is essential at every stage of life. The good news is that there are ways to combat isolation, even if traditional social outlets have changed. One of the simplest steps is reaching out, whether it's calling an old friend, sending a message to a family member, or scheduling a lunch date. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but most people will be happy to reconnect. Joining a community group, book club, or senior exercise class can also help build new friendships. Many senior centers offer activities that encourage social interaction in a relaxed environment. If mobility is a concern, virtual communities and online groups can provide meaningful interaction from home. Volunteering is another powerful way to stay engaged. Helping others, whether it's tutoring children, assisting at a local food bank, or mentoring younger generations, can create a renewed sense of purpose and connection. The key is to be proactive. Loneliness often creeps in slowly, but taking small steps to stay engaged can make all the difference. No matter your age, you deserve meaningful connections and companionship. Never hesitate to seek them out. Tend resistance to change and new technology, 400 words. Elena still remembers the days when phones had rotary dials, letters arrived in the mailbox, and face-to-face conversations were the norm. But now, everything seems digital, from doctor's appointments to grocery orders, and she finds herself resisting the changes. Her granddaughter gifted her a smartphone, but it feels overwhelming to use. Instead of embracing it, she's left it sitting in a drawer. This resistance to change is something many seniors experience. Technology evolves rapidly, and learning new devices, apps, and systems can feel frustrating and even unnecessary. There's often a fear of making mistakes, looking foolish, or even breaking something by accident. But the reality is, technology can make life easier if approached with an open mind. Smartphones can help stay in touch with loved ones, set medication reminders, and even provide emergency assistance. Video calls can bridge the gap with distant family members, and online shopping can make everyday tasks more convenient. The key is learning at your own pace. Instead of trying to master everything at once, focus on one simple feature at a time. Start with sending text messages, then move on to making a video call. There are senior-friendly tech classes, online tutorials, and patient family members who are happy to help. It's also important to remember that change is a part of life. Just as previous generations adapted to cars replacing horse-drawn carriages or televisions becoming a household staple, today's seniors can embrace digital tools that genuinely enhance daily life. Technology isn't something to fear, it's something to harness in a way that benefits you. By taking small steps, you can stay connected, informed, and in control rather than feeling left behind. 11. Struggling with bathroom independence, 400 words. One of the hardest changes Elena has faced is something she never thought about before. Bathing and using the bathroom has become more challenging. She hesitates before stepping into the shower, afraid of slipping. Getting up from the toilet takes more effort than before. She never imagined she would feel nervous about something so simple. Bathroom independence is one of the most sensitive yet least talked about struggles seniors face. Mobility issues, arthritis, and muscle weakness can make navigating the bathroom more difficult, and fear of falling can lead some seniors to avoid showering as often as they should. The good news is that small adjustments can make a huge difference. Installing grab bars in the shower and near the toilet can provide stability. A shower chair allows for safe and comfortable bathing without the risk of slipping. A raised toilet seat can make it easier to sit down and stand up. Hygiene is a critical part of health, so it's important to find ways to maintain independence while staying safe. Long-handled sponges, no-rinse cleansing wipes, and handheld shower heads can also make personal care easier without strain. For those who struggle with continence, it's helpful to wear loose, easy-to-remove clothing and keep bathroom pathways clear for quick access. Many seniors hesitate to discuss these issues due to embarrassment, but there are dignified, discreet solutions available. Asking for help doesn't mean losing independence. It means finding ways to stay independent longer. With the right modifications, you can continue to feel confident and safe in your own home. 12. Feeling frustrated about losing independence, 400 words. Elena has always prided herself on being independent. She raised her children, managed a home, traveled freely, and made her own decisions. But now she feels a growing frustration. She hates asking for help, even for small things. She doesn't want to burden anyone, but at the same time, she feels like she's losing control over her own life. This is perhaps the most difficult part of aging, the emotional struggle of accepting change. For many seniors, needing help feels like a loss of dignity. Tasks that once felt effortless, driving, cooking, or even climbing stairs, now come with challenges. But here's the truth. Accepting help is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's one of the smartest and strongest things you can do. Instead of resisting change, embracing small adjustments can extend independence. Using a walker, hiring a part-time housekeeper, or relying on a meal delivery service doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're adapting. The key is reframing how you see independence. True independence isn't about doing everything alone. It's about living life on your own terms in the safest and healthiest way possible. If that means modifying your home, accepting assistance, or relying on new routines, that's not losing independence, it's preserving it. Rather than seeing aging as a battle against loss, try to view it as a shift into a new stage of life. There is still so much to enjoy, and by being open to change, you ensure that you continue to live life fully and on your own terms. Final thoughts. Aging comes with challenges, but it also comes with wisdom, resilience, and the ability to adapt. By recognizing and addressing these changes early, you can maintain a strong sense of control, dignity, and purpose in your later years. If you've experienced any of these struggles, know that you are not alone. There are solutions, strategies, and support systems that can make this stage of life easier and more fulfilling. What has been the biggest surprise for you as you've gotten older? Have you found ways to navigate these changes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's support one another and embrace aging with confidence. Aging's not about what you lose, it's about how you adapt, grow, and embrace the life you still have ahead of you. Every stage of life comes with changes, and while some of them can feel frustrating or even discouraging, they don't have to hold you back. The way you approach aging will determine your experience of it. You can resist change and feel frustrated, or you can find new ways to make life easier, healthier, and more fulfilling. So now I turn this over to you. Think about your own experience with aging. Have you noticed any of these struggles in your life? Are there things that used to come easily but now require more effort? Have you felt moments of frustration, isolation, or even embarrassment over things that are out of your control? You are not alone. Every senior experiences changes like these at some point, but the key is to talk about it, share your experiences, and find ways to support each other. By sharing your story, you might help someone else feel less alone. Aging can be a lonely experience when you feel like you're the only one going through it, but the truth is, millions of people are experiencing the same things. Your words could make a difference in someone else's journey. If you found this discussion helpful, consider subscribing to our channel. Here at Senior Simplify, we're all about making aging easier, healthier, and more empowering. We share practical tips, heartfelt discussions, and real-life solutions to help you navigate this stage of life with confidence. New videos are posted regularly, so don't miss out. And if you know someone, a friend, a parent, a sibling who might benefit from this information, share this video with them. Sometimes a small piece of advice can change someone's perspective and help them feel more prepared for what's ahead. Most importantly, remember this: aging is not the end of your independence. It's a transition into a new stage of life, one that can still be full of joy, connection, and meaning. By staying proactive, embracing small changes, and surrounding yourself with knowledge and support, you can continue to live life on your own terms. So let's build this community together. Share your thoughts, subscribe, and stay engaged. Let's help each other make this stage of life as fulfilling and empowering as possible. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.